Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Mahārāja's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Mahārāja on April 25th, 2022 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangum Gangayate Girim Shri Gurum Deenatarinam Shri Caitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Lord Caitanya and Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī glorify each other. Under the section How all the residents of Varanasi became Vaishnavas, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.59.
মহারাষ্ট্রীয় বিপ্রের প্রভুকে শুভ সন্দেশ ক্ষেপণার্থ যাত্রা। এসব বৃত্তান্ত শুনি মহারাষ্ট্রীয় ব্রাহ্মণ প্রভুরে কহিতে সুখে করিলাগমন।
After hearing all these statements, the Maharashtrian Brahmana very jubilantly went to inform Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Maharashtrian Brahman Mishra Chandrasekhar.
The Maharashtrian Brahman Tapana Mishra and Chandrasekhar
are very upset to hear all the offenses against Lord Chaitanya.
were very upset to hear all the offences against Lord Chaitanya.
Not say that they came jubilant when all the Mayavadi sannyasis started to glorify Lord Chaitanya.
And naturally they became very jubilant when all the Mayavadi sannyasis started to glorify Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.60.
কাশীতে দৈনিক নিয়মানুসারে পঞ্চনদে স্নানান্তর প্রভুর শ্রী বিন্দু মাধব দর্শনে যাত্রা। হেন কালে মহাপ্রভু পঞ্চনদে স্নান করি দেখিতে চলিয়াছেন বিন্দু মাধব হরি।
Hari Hari. When the Maharashtrian Brahmana went to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord was going to the temple of Bindu Madhava after bathing in the waters of Panchanada.
Pancanada is one of the sacred bathing places in the Ganges River at Banaras.
Panchanada is one of the secret bathing places of the river Ganges in Benares.
And Bindu Madhava is a deity considered very
Bindu Madhava is a deity, ancient deity, which is considered prominent in Benares. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.61.
মহারাষ্ট্রীয় বিপ্র মুখে ভক্ত প্রকাশানন্দের কথা শ্রবণে প্রভুর সুখ। পথে সেই বিপ্র সব বৃত্তান্ত কহিল শুনি মহাপ্রভু সুখে ঈষৎ হাসিল।
While the Lord was on his way, the Maharashtrian Brahmana informed him about the incident that took place in the camp of Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled happily.
The Mahārāja's analyses generally are not very
The Mayavadi sannyasis, generally they are not very
open to Vaishnava discussions.
generally open to Vaishnava discussions.
In this case, somehow by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, it became converted.
But in this case, somehow by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, they became converted.
They were praising Lord Chaitanya and praising what he said.
And they were praising Lord Chaitanya and they were praising what he said. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.62.
শ্রী বিন্দু মাধব দর্শনে প্রভুর আবেশ ও নৃত্য। মাধব সৌন্দর্য দেখি আবিষ্ট হইলা, অঙ্গনেতে আসি প্রেমে নাচিতে লাগিলা।
Upon reaching the temple of Bindu Madhav, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, seeing the beauty of Lord Bindu Madhava, became overwhelmed in ecstatic love. He then began to dance in the courtyard of the temple.
Lord Chaitanya would become whenever he saw Kṛṣṇa deity.
Lord Chaitanya would become very ecstatic whenever he saw a Kṛṣṇa deity.
When he saw the beauty of Bindu Madhava, he naturally danced ecstasy.
When he saw the beauty of Bindu Madhava, he naturally danced in ecstasy. Hari Bol Jai. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.63.
চারি ভক্তের সংকীর্তন, শেখর পরমানন্দ তপন সনাতন, চারিজন মিলি করে নাম সংকীর্তন।
There were 4 people accompanying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and these were Chandrasekhar, Paramananda Puri, Tapana Mishra, and Sanatan Goswami. They were all chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the following way. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.64. Nam Sankirtan. Hare Hare Namaha Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Srimadhusudan. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. This is another way of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The meaning is as follows. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Gopal, Govinda, Ram, and Sri Madhusudan.
All along said that the devotee in Mayapur should chant this mantra. Lord Chaitanya expressed his devotion to Lord Kṛṣṇa
Lord Chaitanya expressed his devotion to Lord Kṛṣṇa by chanting this mantra.
So it's all right for his followers to also chant.
So it is all right for his followers also to chant.
According to Srila Bhakti.
According to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.65.
চতুর্দিকে অসংখ্য লোকের হরিধ্বনি, চৌদিকেতে লক্ষ লোক বলে হরি হরি
Residents of the last Vaishnava
In this way, the residents of Banaras became Vaishnavas. In all directions, hundreds and thousands of people began to chant. Hundreds of thousands of people, sorry, Srila Guru Maharaj, began to chant Hari Hari. Thus, there arose a tumultuous and auspicious sound filling the entire universe. Hari
চৌদিকেতে লক্ষ লোক ভলে হরি হরি উঠিল মঙ্গল ধ্বনি স্বর্গ মর্ত ভরি
Hari Hari. Chaitanya
Mongol means the chanting of Haribol, and then the chanting of Haribol by women as well as Uludhani.
Mangal-dhwani means the chanting of Haribol by man, the chanting of Haribol by the women, and also the chanting of Uludhwani.
Yes.
Haribol. No, but
Only the auspicious women can chant.
only the auspicious women can chant. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.66.
শিষ্য প্রকাশানন্দের তথায় আগমন নিকটে হরিধ্বনি শুনি প্রকাশানন্দ দেখিতে কৌতকে আইলা লইয়া শিষ্যবৃন্দ
When Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī, who was staying nearby, heard this tumultuous chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he and his disciples immediately came to see the Lord.
This is the difference. Previously, laugh and criticize.
So this is the difference. Previously they would laugh and criticize.
Now they are coming close.
Now they are coming close.
So, you see a big change.
So we see a big change. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.67.
প্রভুর নিত্য ও প্রেম মাধুর্য দর্শনে তাহারও কীর্তন দেখিয়া প্রভুর নিত্য প্রেম দেহের মাধুরী শিষ্যগণ সঙ্গে সেই বলে হরি হরি
When Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī saw the Lord, he and his disciples also joined the chanting with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī was charmed by the Lord's dancing and ecstatic love and by the transcendental beauty of his body.
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari.
Chaitanya had touched the heart of Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī
So Lord Chaitanya had touched the heart of Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī
and all his disciples. But they all were chanting in the Kirtan.
Because they all were chanting in the Kirtan. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.68.
কম্প সরভঙ্গ শ্বেত বৈবর্ণ স্তম্ভ অশ্রুধারায় ভিজে লোক পুলক কদম্ব
Ecstatic spiritual transformation began to take place in the Lord's body. His body trembled and his voice faltered. He perspired, turned pale, and wept a constant flow of tears, which wet all the people standing there. The eruptions on the Lord's body appeared like kadamba flowers.
So, when the Lord Chaitanya went into the ecstatic symptoms of love of Krishna,
When Lord Chaitanya went into the ecstatic symptoms of love of Krishna,
and his tears wet the body of everyone standing around,
and his tears wet the body of everyone standing around.
everyone was also blessed by love of Krishna.
Everyone was also blessed by the love of Krishna. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 25.69.
ভাব দর্শনে কাশীবাসীর বিস্ময়, হর্ষ দৈন্য চাপল্লাদি সঞ্চারী বিকার, দেখি কাশীবাসী লোকের হইল চমৎকার।
All the people were astonished to see the Lord's jubilation and humility and to hear him talk in ecstasy. Indeed, all the residents of Banaras, Kashi, saw the bodily transformations and were astonished.
Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic symptoms of love of Krishna
Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic symptoms of love of Kṛṣṇa
touched the heart of all the residents of Kashi.
touched the heart of all the residents of Kashi.
And they were astonished and amazed to see the Lord's ecstatic symptoms.
And they were astonished and amazed to see the Lord's ecstatic symptoms. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.70.
লোক সংঘট্ট ও সন্ন্যাসী দর্শনে প্রভুর ভাব নিত্য সংবরণ। লোক সংঘট্ট দেখি প্রভুর ভাজ্য যবে হইল, সন্ন্যাসীর গণ দেখি নিত্য সম্বরিল।
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu regained his external consciousness, he saw that many Mayavadi sannyasis and other people were gathered there. He therefore suspended his dancing for the time being.
Lord Chaitanya, he was a bit sober.
So Lord Chaitanya, he was a bit sober.
See all the Mayavadi sannyasis and all the people.
To see all the Mayavadi sannyasis and other people surrounding him.
Also, he maintained an external consciousness.
So he maintained an external consciousness. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.71.
প্রভু ও প্রকাশানন্দ উভয়ের পরস্পর বন্দনা। প্রকাশানন্দের প্রভু বন্দিলা চরণ, প্রকাশানন্দ আসি তার ধরিল চরণ।
Wow. After stopping the kirtan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a great example of humility, offered prayers unto the feet of Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī. At this, Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī immediately came forward and clasped the lotus feet.
Lord Chaitanya is an emblem of humility.
So Lord Chaitanya is an emblem of humility. Sarasvatī, the Acharya of all the Mayavadi sannyasis, he paid his obeisances. But immediately, Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī grasped the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya.
This is something unprecedented.
And this is something very unprecedented.
So somehow in preaching Krishna consciousness, the devotees should also be humble.
So somehow in preaching the Krishna consciousness, the devotees should be very humble.
I was in the West.
When I was in the West,
I was all over Sayajya.
and I asked the Prabhupada, what should I do when I see a Mayavadi sannyasi? He said, pay him obeisances.
So, we are very humble, we are determined to transmit the message of Lord Chaitanya.
We are very humble, but we are very determined to transmit the message of Lord Chaitanya. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.72.
প্রভু দৈন্য জ্ঞাপন প্রভু কহে তুমি জগৎ গুরু পূজ্যতম আমি তোমার না হই শিষ্যের শিষ্য সম
When Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī caught hold of the Lord's lotus feet, the Lord said, "My dear sir, you are the spiritual master of the whole world. Therefore, you are the most worshipable. As far as I am concerned, I am not even on the level of the disciple of your disciple." Purport by His Divineness Srila Prabhupada. Mayavadi sannyasis generally call themselves Jagat Guru, the spiritual master of the whole world. Many consider themselves worshipable by everyone, although they do not even go outside India or their own district. Out of his great magnanimity and humility, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented himself as a subordinate disciple of Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī.
And Prabhupada attended the Kumbh Mela in Allahabad,
When Prabhupada attended the Kumbh Mela in Allahabad, in Prayag,
he saw that some Nazi gurus, they rode on the back of elephants.
so he saw some Mayavadi sannyasi gurus, they rode on the back of the elephant.
They called themselves
And they called themselves as Jagat Gurus. Then Prabhupada commented that they had never left their own area. How they are Jagat Gurus.
They rather walk on the
We rather walk in front of the elephant and have the elephant carry the deities of Radha and Kṛṣṇa. So therefore he has preached around the world and he is the real Jagat Guru. Since the title of Jagat Guru had become so cheap, he didn't prefer to be called Jagat Guru. Chaitanya, so here Lord Chaitanya, he offered his respect to Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī. And thus he considered himself as a very subordinate person. Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 25.73.
শ্রেষ্ঠ হইয়া কেনে কর হীনের বন্দন আমার সর্বনাশ হয় তুমি ব্রহ্ম সম
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, "You are a great spiritually advanced personality, and therefore you cannot worship a person like me. I am far inferior. If you do so, my spiritual power will be diminished, for you are as good as the impersonal Brahman."
Lord Chaitanya is presented so humbly.
You see, Lord Chaitanya is presenting himself very humbly.
Such a low, such a Mahārāja is situated in 3 parts.
And the spiritual truth, the spiritual Brahman, situated in 3 forms. In the impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan.
So, Lord Chaitanya is connected a lot. Is the source of Allah.
Lord Chaitanya is the Bhagavan. He is the source of Brahman.
Not the creature. He is a very humble position.
But as a preacher, he is taking a very humble position. So Guru Maharaj will continue tomorrow. Thus ends the part 1 of the chapter entitled Lord Chaitanya and Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī glorify each other. Part 2 will be continued tomorrow.
Honestly, Lord Chaitanya came out of the spiritual world.
Actually, Lord Chaitanya, when he came down from the spiritual world,
He took a very humble position.
he took a very humble position.
He was always also be humble,
Teaching us how we should also be very humble,
always inspired others,
how we should praise others
not expect to be praised for ourselves.
and not expect any praise for ourselves.
This guy, after Lord Chaitanya was praised,
So in fact,
he was like expected.
and in this way Lord Chaitanya praised and he didn't expect for any praise for himself.
So, how much fortunate were his associates
So how much fortunate were his associates
to be able to associate with this Supreme Personality of the devotee.
to be able to associate the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a devotee.
And to hear about his pastimes, it's really not fun.
So, and to hear about his pastimes is truly nectar. And to hear about his pastimes is transcendental nectar.
So, I wish more and the devotees participating in some Kirtan movement.
So, Brajeshwar Gaur Prabhu will glorify the devotees who are participating in the Sankirtan movement.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.